Roaring across Bengaluru's quiet skies, a stunning flight display is taking place at Aero India. Thrilling the crowd are fighter jets from France, the USA, Russia and India.
So I came here to see two things specifically, which is the Su-57 and the F-35.
The Rafale and Su-30, of course. They are at the top of the game, as you already know.
One of Asia's biggest defense shows got even bigger with over 900 exhibitors participating from 90 countries. For India, the world's second largest defense importer, it's a chance to showcase its rise as a manufacturing hub. On display is India's most advanced weapon system, the BrahMos supersonic missile, which was jointly developed with Russia and sold to the Philippines. India's Defense Research and Development Organization also prides itself in the development of the Pinaka rocket system.
We have two major components, the launcher system as well as the rocket system. It has a multi-launch capability. It can launch up to 6 rockets in about 45 seconds or so. Our designs are much more flexible, much more customizable, as well as our production costs are going to be much lower than what is generally being offered. A lot of industries have already demonstrated interest in Pinaka systems, like Armenia or France.
Over the past decade, India has shifted its defense acquisition from its longtime partner Russia to Western nations while prioritizing Make in India weaponry. India was importing over 60% of its military equipment. This push has transformed the country into a weapons exporter. The self-reliance strategy has spurred hundreds of Indian companies into defense manufacturing like Zen Technologies, which specializes in training simulators and counter-drone technology.
The anti-drone system, which is a success story with the Indian forces and exported to friendly foreign countries in the, you can put it, Central Asia or East Europe.
Since 2014, Modi's pursuit of Indian defense manufacturing has sparked a boom in the industry. Arms exports have surged over 30 times, reaching $2.63 billion. Arvind Verma's company is among those profiting from the trend.
In fact, last 5 years, we have almost, would say, doubled or trebled our exports. Now with the thrust of Government of India to permit and promote exports, it has given us the leeway to invest more into research and development, to develop more world-class products. It has given a huge fillip to the entire industry because the consumption of products within India is limited.
Public enterprises lead military production, while the private sector contributes 21%. With the rise in exports, Sagar Agarwal, whose family has been in the military business for 4 decades, believes private firms have a bigger role to play. They specialize in fuses, the devices that control when and how artillery shells explode.
This is part of 155mm ammunition. Wherever there are war-torn areas, this ammunition is being used the most. The number of firings that are happening every day on this ammunition has increased exponentially. And I don't think everyone anticipated this will happen. So people did not have the required capacities needed to supply it. So because of that, there is extreme shortage worldwide.
To meet the surge in demand, they had to double their manufacturing capacity.
We are getting requirements from Brazil, from the United States, from Italy, from Spain, from Germany, all of these countries. And requirements are coming in hundreds of thousands. So people are talking about rolling orders of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and they are willing to place orders for 20,000 per month, 30,000 per month.
As India seeks to position itself as a key international hub for defense production, many startups are also now entering the arena. After serving in the Indian Air Force, Air Marshal Shirish Dev co-founded this company which develops bombs and small rockets.
This is a flagship product. A lot of foreign countries are waiting for this product to come to them.
Air Marshal Dev credits recent government policy changes for helping new companies to join the industry.
Most importantly, the government simplified the licensing process. Government simplified the certification process. It enabled small companies like us to go through the certification process. Okay, great deal of hand-holding. Okay, great deal of explanation, spending time. Okay, getting feedback on our design. You can serve, you can contribute to country's defense, and you can get a lot of money too. Best for both the worlds. And time is now.
By 2029, India aims to reach $6 billion in arms exports while strengthening its military. New Delhi is set to finalize a deal for 26 Rafale Marine aircraft from France, and the US has also proposed selling F-35 fighter jets.